All right, coming up next, we get to this lightweight tilt between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. Well, with respect to Justin Gaethje and anyone else you want to throw in the mix, this is about as watchable a fighter as we have on the UFC roster, the former interim lightweight champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson is just nasty. From the elbows that he lands on the feet to on the back, the submission ability that he possesses, one of the most diverse strikers in the UFC. And with a college wrestling background, every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know that you have your hands full.
And there's some fighters who just don't like training, right? Frank Mir would always say, I don't like to train. Tony Ferguson loves to train. He'll go 5 or 6 hours hard.
That's crazy.
And from a work ethic standpoint, few guys are going to be able to match that. All right, here he is, DC. In my mind, this is the most dominant force in the MMA game today. The undisputed UFC lightweight champion, your AKA teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, and for Khabib, it's the well-rounded skill set that has propelled him to one of the longest undefeated streaks in mixed martial arts history. No missteps, no mistakes, no underestimation of opponents, always prepared, always ready to go, and he can rely on the coaching he gets, also on the ability that he has to carry him to victory time and time again. Wrestling, sambo, jiu-jitsu, striking, the guy has it all.
I know you listed striking last, but your head coach, Javier Mendez, says sometimes he's going southpaw in training. We haven't seen just how good a striker he is. We saw shades in the McGregor fight,
yes,
but not completely.
But technically, he has so many skills that he has not even displayed to the MMA community yet.
All right, another big spot for Khabib Nurmagomedov here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Ferguson is 5 years the elder. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. And now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC, a lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a grappler holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready?
Well, you can see Dana White grinning ear to ear because a fight that he has put together 5 times on paper will finally be consummated tonight. Round 1 is underway. Khabib Nurmagomedov and El Cucuy Tony Ferguson.
2 of the greatest lightweights in UFC history are finally having an opportunity to compete. Who is going to set the tempo of this fight? Can Khabib score the first takedown? Can Tony defend? Can Tony get off one of those great slicing elbows that he dominates people with? This is a fight for the question.
Wow. Big elbow.
That one is going to end the fight.
Yep. Oh, nice land there with the punches. See, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Oh, wow. Oh!
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And he's out. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's not a guy's got arm bar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, arm bar.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that arm bar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes in your opponent.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right, listen, you did pretty good that round, but I need you to keep space now, okay? Do not be content to fight him. He's grabbing you. I need you to avoid...
All right, so here we go. Next round is underway. It looked like maybe we would get a finish by submission in the previous round. Close, but no submission.
Close, but no cigar. He's going to have to do things differently if he's going to submit this guy. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
26 total strikes have now landed for Tony Ferguson. Well, you've got to admire the accuracy and the efficiency as well, landing at a 63% clip thus far against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Brilliant submission defense there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Look at him yank the head and land that. He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch. Oh, man, that was slick.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
And there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop his takedowns going forward, he needs to react real quickly.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there.
Big, powerful punch man. Now he gets back to range.
Ferguson's nose is cut, and it is bleeding. Oh! Straight there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Transitioning to the arm submission now. Outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Ferguson. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's attacking armbar now.
And he's out. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Back mount now. Oh, and there it is. One of the best back takers in the sport. Took his back there. Now we'll see what he can do.
Now he's in imminent danger. Now he is in trouble because he will take his time. He will start to force him into making mistakes. He'll punch, punch, punch. The moment the guy starts worrying too much about the strikes, he will take his neck and try to find a submission victory.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Nurmagomedov. All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. What a fight! All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 29-28 Ferguson. Judge 2 scores it 9-28 Nurmagomedov. And Judge 3 scores it 9-28 for the winner by split decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so there it is. 2 of the 3 judges saw it his way. He gets it done by split decision. You've never won a split decision in your career.
Oh, I've won a split decision.